Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on a Thursday night. It's Friday, Junior. We're kicking off another live stream here at the Wrasslin for Life Network. On tap tonight, we got Impact Wrestling on the road to Slammiversary. I also got a little bit of Ring of Honor in the background. Actually, Mark Briscoe just picked up a W. But we got lots to talk about, lots of EW news, lots of WWE news. We got a little bit of time before our show kicks off. Luna Havoc's in the house tonight. We got all the action, all you need, all the rumors, all the BS that comes with being a wrestling fan. So make sure you strap in, strap on, click that like, and subscribe. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live. Like I said, folks, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network, the channel for fans by fans, the channel that just covers more live wrestling than anybody else out there, and the channel that loves bringing you these live streams, live reactions, live watch-alongs, call it whatever you want, but nobody does it quite like us. As always, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and I will be bringing you through the next couple hours of wrestling coverage. I will be joined by the marvelous Miss Luna Havoc. She will be in the house as well tonight. We're going to have a fun one. Now, remember, we do not watch Impact until a little bit later. We watch it on YouTube without the commercials. So if you have any spoilers, please keep them to yourself. But we got lots going on in Impact. We'll talk all about that. In the meantime, I see the chat filling up already. We will get to the chat and say hello. Obviously, we're coming off another Dynamite last night. Mixed reviews on this particular Dynamite. Some people liked it. Some people thought it was pretty flat. You know, kind of a down the middle, maybe a C grade on this particular Dynamite this week. And of course, we've already had NXT and Raw go through this channel already this week. Easy for me to say. I'm getting my words all backwards. But I will get to the chat real quick because I do see people popping in, and we'll see how everyone's doing right now. If you were curious, on the screen or on my screen, I do have Renee Moxley Good talking to Mark Briscoe at the moment, but we'll dive a little bit into that as we go along. And I'm curious, how many people out there are still, like, are people tuning into Ring of Honor? That'd be a really big question for me. I'm curious because I know for myself it tapered off, but we will get into all that. And before we get into the chat, I will remind everybody, make sure you click that like, make sure you hit the subscribe. Make sure you join the family, become a member, become a for-lifer. We got more content coming your way, of course. Luna's got more stuff. We got the TikToks going. We got the shorts. Mr. CJ Brand playing a little Fight Forever. You know, I got one. But we got more of that coming your way as well in the coming days. But without further ado, let's see. Damien's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Looking forward to Eddie Edwards and Frankie Kazarian. I believe that is the main event tonight. So we will get into this match. I haven't enjoyed this rivalry at all. I know when Luna gets here, she might echo my sentiment. But, yeah, I mean, something about Frankie and Eddie feuding. Oh, wow. Sorry, on a quick side note, guys, I know a little distracted, but Claudio just showed up talking to Mark. And this is something I've wanted for months. This is something that I thought... All right. Wow. Claudio digging into Mark Briscoe. But I wanted Mark Briscoe to go after a belt. I wanted Mark Briscoe to kind of get his hands on something like the Ring of Honor World title for all that it's meant. I think he deserves it. He's been in a lot of silly shit since he's come back. And him actually standing nose to nose with Cesaro right now, I'm good with that. If that's the match for Death Before Dishonor, sign me up and give Mark Briscoe his due. Looking forward to the Motor City Machine Guns, Nick Aldis and Leo Rush. Yes, Leo Rush has made his return to wrestling yet again. The man trying to set the record for the most retirements in a wrestling career has returned. He is teaming up with Nick Aldis tonight. Should be a good match. Again, everything's building for Slammiversary. A lot is lining up. But are we getting? I think we're going to get Mark Briscoe versus Claudio. Okay. All right. That's me. Hello. Now, this is too funny, guys. I got to give everyone in the chat props right now. And I'm not going to sing all of this because it's killing me. But this might have made my day. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. So we're dropping a little Lionel. You know it's going to be a good stream when you're dropping Lionel Richie to kick it off. But I can see it in your smile. It just keeps going. You're all I ever wanted. There you go. That is adorable. Absolutely. Kudos to Big Nick. Big shout out, Big Nick. Hope you're doing well, sir. And like I said, we're gonna get Luna and CJ Brand on here tonight. So more to come your way. Yeah, no, that's hilarious. I feel like I should sing the whole thing, but I'm not gonna punish anybody with that right now. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, Tony. Tony's Dark Nightmare, not Tony. Sorry. You're the nightmare of Tony. C Money's in the house, by the way, in case I skipped over you during your lyricism. Ronnie's back. Good to see you. Trey, how you doing? I got Vanessa Craven in the ring, by the way. Okay. Taking on Diamante, who apparently just signed with AEW. Been hanging around for a minute. Finally. She's apparently officially a part of the AEW roster. What this means or how they're going to utilize her is very curious, but here she is on Ring of Honor. Love it. Big dog in the house. The Thirsty Thursdays, it must be. Finally, the dog has come back. Yeah, don't see you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but Thirsty Thursdays, ding, ding, dogs in the house. What's up, Tony? Or Nightmare? Big dog. Clay Lewis has returned. What's up, KJ and Luna? Florida Gators will win this year. I'll take your word for it. I can't wait for the college football season to start back up. And we get WWE Friday night SmackDown tomorrow night. Yes, Nick and I will be here for SmackDown tomorrow night, guys. It's going to be a fun one. The trial of Roman Reigns. The trial of the tribal chief. This lady is huge. This Craven lady. I don't know much about Wes Craven's daughter, but man, she a big lady. She looked like Tamina's bigger sister. All right, back to the chat. Yeah, SmackDown tomorrow night's going to be crazy. Lots set up. We're live from MSG. Like I said, we're going to get the trial of the tribal chief. What that means, what it looks like, who's involved. Is Sammy going to be there to get his 2 cents in? Will this be live in the ring? Will it be a series of pre-tapes? I have no idea. But the most compelling storyline in wrestling is going live, and we'll find out what it all means, how the future for the bloodline will hold up, how it stacks up. It's going to be a good one. Monet. Money. Monet. I don't know how you want me to say it, Larry. Welcome back. Jason's in the house. Hey, KJ and Nick. See, big shout out, Nick. It looks like Heyman Hustle is going to be the headliner going into WWE Hall of Fame 2024. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, if there was ever a time to do it, I mean, Heyman's at the point of his career now. Like, if his argument is he'd rather wait till he was done. I mean, we've seen that bucked already. We've seen other, like Rey Mysterio goes in. I have no problem with Heyman going in, being that, I mean, it's perfect. It's in Philly. It's, oh, there you go. Diamante with the win. It's in Philly. You get a milestone WrestleMania. And listen, people have loved or hated Paul Heyman, but at the end of the day, he is one of the most influential people in the history of wrestling. He had I almost swore. I'm gonna try and mind my P's and Q's, YouTube. But he had a monumental impact on the wrestling world, and it's undeniable. And even in the last couple of years, being the mastermind and pulling the strings on a lot of what we've seen with Roman Reigns, the development of Roman Reigns, is the the marquee storyline. You have to give the man his dues. You have to give the man his credit. So if he gets in, great. C Money, how you doing? How you doing? I already said that. Everyone talking to each other. Hello. How you doing, Heather? Hope you're doing well. Who is your favorite Impact wrestler? Banana and Grapes. Who's my favorite Impact wrestler? Great question. I don't favorites are so hard, but I'm a really big fan of Joe Hendry. I like what he's doing. I think he has the potential to be a champion. I think he's compelling. I think this guy has potential beyond Impact Wrestling to make an impact. I really do think he's got something unique. I'm a huge fan of Moose, his entrance, his athleticism. He recently re-signed. But if I had to pick a favorite, I got to be biased. And I know he's been on the shelf for a little bit, Bananas. But Josh Alexander right now takes the cake for me. What's up, Trevor? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Impact Wrestling just added for Slammiversary Dirty Dingo. Dirty Dingo. I like it. Dirty Dango versus Santino Marella and Leo Rush versus Alex Shelley for the X Division Championship. Okay, Damien, I'm a little confused. Leo Rush versus Chris Sabin for the X Division Championship, as Alex Shelley is the world champion, will be taking on Nick Aldis. Dirty Dango versus Santino Marella. Yes, so they've been building the storyline. Of course, it was the turning of Dirty Dango into a heel, what started with Santino being taken out and the subsequent investigation that led to Dingo being outed. So, yes, we're getting all that. Slammiversary is shaping up to be a nice one. July 15th, we will be here live for it. Impact Wrestling is doing a Saturday night pay-per-view, so that's going to be fun. We'll have that coinciding with Collision and God knows what else. You know us. We'll cover everything. Nice to hear it. Nice to hear it. What can I say? I got to work Sunday through Wednesday. That old JOB gets in the way, eh? One of the rumors about the trial is that Apollo Crews is going to come out and take up for Roman. Interesting. Now, a lot of people have surmised when it came to the Bloodline storyline, Big Dog, is that they're going to have fellow Samoans. Now, I believe it was my buddy Big Nick who threw out into the world that what if it wasn't Samoans? What if it was just hired mercenaries? What if, he replaced, what? I tried blood. My blood turned on me. Now I'm going to turn elsewhere. People are going to be more loyal when they're under, when I'm paying them, when they're, choosing to be a part of me, not forced to be because of some blood bond. Could you introduce an Apollo Crews? Would that help Apollo Crews finally get over in the audience eyes where he's not just a guy that smiles and does really athletic stuff? Very interesting rumor. I'd be very curious to see how that would play out. And would it just be Apollo Crews? Would you bring out two people? Could there be two additions? Would it be three additions? Does this somehow mean that there's a chance Solo breaks his ties to Roman? You saw him in a few moments of displeasure with the tribal chief at Money in the Bank. Yeah, I think that's what my favorite part of this story, that there's nothing in 2023 wrestling that has you guessing this much. Realistically, outside of, what stupid shit is Jericho going to do next? Nothing else. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, don't spoil anything, folks. Vanessa Craven, according to Cage Match, is 6 foot, 200 pounds from Notre Dame de Grasse, Quebec. Canadian. Love it. Notre de Grasse. Notre Dame. I don't know where that is. But nonetheless, she's a big lady, C Money. Very imposing, very Tamina vibes. She lost, but she's there. Hey, Trent Seven in the house. One half of Mustache Mountain taking on Brian Cage. By the looks of it. Trey, that's a valid argument. Now, we do know, much to my chagrin, that the WWE seems not to care so much about their own draft and splitting the brands. It's kind of like a loose roster thing. Like if you're kind of down below the middle, we'll just leave you on the show. But if anybody we need to move around to make a story work, we will. Maybe. You got a valid point. I don't even know. And actually, now that I think about it, you might be correct on the fact that he was drafted to Raw once upon a time. All right. I lied. It's Willie Mack, Trent Seven, Dalton Castle, who I think AEW Dynamite could use a Dalton Castle in such a big way. On the other side, we got Cage, Shane Taylor. Oh, another handshake. And Woods. So yeah, I mean, some really some long-standing ROH talent involved in this match here tonight. Of course, there's history with Castle and Shane Taylor. There you go. Josh Woods, your former Pure champion. All right. So trios match on and popping. Impact just added Chris Sabin versus Leo Rush, division champion. There you go. There we go. The Coven versus Masha and Killer Kelly. Listen, Damien and anyone else with a pair of ears right now. Even if you only have one, it's okay. Masha and Killer Kelly will be your new Knockouts Tag Team champions, and I think they continue the story kind of playing it the way they're doing it. It is really good. It is two badasses that developed some type of bond that through beating the shit out of each other, they found each other. So romantic, but they are formidable. I haven't loved Killer Kelly and Kylan King as tag team champs. They haven't really done it for me at all. So I think that I'm all for this, and I think Killer Kelly and Masha are going to take this one. Damn. There you go, Russell. Good to see you. Good to see you. Smokey and Wrasslin. Okay, there you go. I like it. Took me a second to decipher. Yes, he is, Trey. That's why it would make it strange. I really don't see it happening, but if it did, it would be a great push for Cruz. Yeah, it'd be huge for Cruz. I think you're still stuck in the position that, again, I would really like them to stick to the goddamn brand split a little bit. I've tried to give them the benefit of the doubt. You guys have watched Big Nick and I on this channel argue about it because I'm trying. Like, come on, just leave it alone. Like, make it make sense, guys. So, I mean, there's little things that they've done well, but it does get a little flippy floppy. So could this happen? Sure. Do I see it? I don't know. It would be out of left field. It would be a surprise. And again, maybe the direction for Roman is I lost my brothers or my cousins. I need to bring in some mercenaries, some hired hands. I need, you guys think maybe he sits through his trial and they rule he's guilty and, he's unbecoming of the tribal chief. This is kind of how I would play it. And then he turns on everybody, turns on them all. That you remember, he is the tribal chief. He is the island of relevancy. He will not bow to anybody. So you guys want to rule me out? Good luck. And that's where some hired hands may come into the picture. I don't know. Again, I think it'd be really cool if it was, we talked a lot about the family. If they could pull that off, if there was family members out there right now, not a lot of talk about some of the rumored names have been pretty quiet. And so we'll see. I love Roman Reigns, Heather. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't. But undeniable what he's doing right now. Hello? Yeah, we're going back into Lionel, are we, Larry? Is it me you're looking for? Not doing it. Big Dog, I got a feeling Solo is going to leave Roman because he wasn't happy after last Friday. Yeah, I mean, Trey, this is up in the air for sure. I don't disagree with that. Chat, keep it rolling. How you doing, Kayla? Welcome back. Mick's in the house. Steve G's in the house. Bash 8 is here. Rocco's joining us. But where was I with that last one? Sorry, Trey. Killer Masha. Got it. Where was I? No Viking Raiders, please. I don't know what you're going to do with the Viking Raiders. And if you stick them with someone like that, personally, I would align Indus with Roman as hired guns. Indus has been impressive alongside Roman and Solo. they would be even better. Very interesting. It would work. I mean, as far as the hired hands go, in that regard, I kind of want to see Indashir get built up. I kind of want to see them go further. I want more from Indashir. I think they're highly talented. I think they're highly imposing, and I really think they could do some legitimate damage if they were in the proper angles. So I'm not convinced, but yeah, something in that vein. Maybe it's. I know I saw a thing going around the other day of like, what could it be? AOP? AOP still around? There you go. That's the one. Yeah, Solo hasn't been happy. We saw it even at Money in the Bank where, he was, even when Roman got emotional after the kick out and he was like, oh my God, I can't believe they kicked out. And he was kind of sitting there with his head in his hands, and he looked all upset. You could see Solo being like, are you kidding me right now? You're supposed to be the chief. What are you doing? Why are you pouting? Let's go. So for Solo, it always comes down to the war. It always comes down to the battle. If he sees weakness in Roman, it makes him less loyal. It makes him less likely to respect the tribal chief. I still think that could be a caveat here, is that Solo flips. But then what does everything we've seen in this story to this point, there's always been an answer from the tribal chief and Paul Heyman. And I think they're still gonna find a way. What's up, Bash? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What's up? What's up with my girl Soraya? Apparently, she had a nagging injury. I think it was a lot of people were criticizing her in-ring work, so she got hurt, quote unquote. Soraya has not done well in AEW, and some people might want to debate me on this one, but she has. And again, I think it's kind of similar to other stars we've seen, and even some of the things we get in with Punk. Like Punk comes back to wrestling after 8 years. We see him in the ring now. And some people want, 2012 Punk. He's not 2012 Punk. I mean, Soraya's not 2013, 2012, 2015 Soraya. She's been through a lot. She's changed. I was a huge Paige fan. I think Soraya's been terrible with the promos. I think the Outcast stuff has been sloppy and all over the place and campy and not good sports entertainment. Tony Storm, to me, stands out as a star, Heather. That would make sense, Trey, but I think it would be better if instead Rikishi comes out. I've been begging for this. Confronts Roman for abusing his boys and saying something to Solo for siding with Roman over his bros. That is possible, Big Dog, and it's also possible that it goes the other way. That what if Keish comes out and says to his kids, like, "What are you doing? You follow your chief. What is this shit? We all follow our chiefs. You fall in line." And now it puts them in a pickle. What I realistically think is more likely to happen is your theory that, maybe Rikishi shows up. I'd love Rikishi to show up. I think you get a huge pop. And I think ultimately what you do is it would be like Roman lays a beating on Rikishi. That's what I would do in this angle. You want to continue to build the anger and the angst and the drama between what we assume is going to be Jey Uso and Roman for this match at SummerSlam. That to me would be wicked. Even if you had it, like, and I said, you slide mercenaries in the ring to take out, the a vintage Samoans or members of the Samoan dynasty, and you put everybody on notice. You don't get to put me on trial. I'm Roman Reigns. I'm the tribal chief. How dare you think you could put me on trial? That's the way I would go with it ultimately. What else we got? This chat is flying here tonight. I love it. We are still rolling. We're getting really close to the start of Impact for us. Luna Havoc will be here momentarily. So, folks, keep the chat coming. Let's just keep talking wrestling. AOP, there you go. Tony's Nightmare. As the Kingdom's here. Maria Canellis has a microphone. Yeah, I mean, AOP is an interesting one. As they just imagine, Roman's sitting there and they're telling him, "You're out, you're done. You've dropped the ball. You're no longer fit to be the tribal chief." And AOP slides in the ring, or I know a lot of people have issues with AOP, but AOP or Tamatanga or fucking, any of the names that have been bounced around, any of the Fatus or any of the, the New Japan talent that are currently like a Hokuleo, there's so many options. But if 2 or 3 bodies slid into that ring and took him out and said, "How dare!" And again, it goes back to Roman pounding his chest. We're good with it. KJ, I thought you said Kelly Kelly. I might have said Kelly Kelly instead of Killer Kelly, but either way, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Jacob Fatu in the picture. Yep. Now, Jacob Fatu coming in to oppose the tribal chief would also be interesting. We automatically assume if you brought in a Jacob Fatu that the Kingdom and Layla Hirsch. By the way, Layla Hirsch has returned to wrestling. What's up, Resident Evil? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Impact already better than what we watched yesterday. Joe, we're going to take your word for it. We'll see how this starts in a couple minutes here. I was supposed to ask about that. Got it. I like the Josh Woods guy in the ring, but never heard of him cut a promo. He doesn't cut many. He's a man of few words, but an okay promo, kind of your typical alpha E grunty groany guy, but not a. He's good at like a back. He's better off in like a backstage interview opposed to just coming out and cutting a promo, in my humble opinion. But I haven't heard him cut one in a hot minute. I won't be sure. I wouldn't be too sure about Jacob Fatu after what happened. Yeah, the WWE though. You really understand that this company, he did something bad. Can we work around it? I mean, look what happened with the Usos. It almost seems like the last indiscretion of the Usos was the best thing that ever happened to the Usos because they went on this gigantic run and never looked back. Very interesting. So don't read too much into the hype. And again, yeah, whether you love or hate their opinion, the WWE has looked past plenty of shit to get business done. Speaking of getting business done, as always, on a Thursday night, just in time for Impact, we're going to have it.
Hello, everybody. How's it going? I'm good. I just came home from work, actually, so I'm just settling in. Didn't even get to do my hair this time, but still somehow.
We'd never know.
So what's going on? What? Jacob Fatu did what? Didn't he no-show something?
Yeah, he no-showed some charity events and he's got himself in some hot water. People aren't very happy with him. So
yeah, I mean, you no-show a charity event and then
not a good look.
Money. Yeah, a charity
event. The money. That's a problem.
God, yeah, that's not cute.
But when you say, and again, how the WWE is, right? You Too Fast, Too Furious at your house. This sounds like Nick's neighbor.
Got to make the cars as loud as possible so people know you're important.
Right. Hey, yo, what's up, Steve G? But yeah, we were just talking about Roman Reigns, the trial of Roman tomorrow. It should be very interesting what this looks like and who's involved. So
I'm so excited. It's going to be interesting for sure. I'll be in and out of that show. I'm working again tomorrow, but yeah, I'm excited. What else is happening tomorrow? Is there anything else, or is it just like the bloodlines kind of just running SmackDown at this point?
I believe we're getting the triple threat for the women's title. Am I correct on that? Charlotte, Bianca, and Asuka?
I think so. I think you are correct. That actually I'm very excited for.
And then we're getting the tag match between KO, Sammy, and Pretty Deadly, I do believe as well.
I don't really know much about Pretty Deadly for some reason. I just maybe I blocked them out.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. So I can't see that leaning towards I can't see Sammy and KO losing that, right? Is there a chance? Okay. No. All right. Good.
Right? Yeah, I don't see them losing. If they're going to lose their belts, it'll be at SummerSlam or Survivor Series or something like that.
SummerSlam. What was the last pay-per-view? Money in the Bank.
Yes.
That pay-per-view is one of the best WWE pay-per-views I think I've seen in a long time.
Yep. It was definitely one of the best pay-per-views I thought in general for the year. For 2023, Money in the Bank was really good.
Really good. And not only that, but it really got me excited for SummerSlam, which that hasn't happened. Having one pay-per-view make me excited for the next one.
True.
Hadn't happened in a while. So I'm excited. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a good summer for wrestling.
really is. Like, we were just talking about, like, we got Impact here coming up any minute now. It's 2 weeks away. Next weekend, not this weekend. Next weekend, we are heading into Slammiversary. I saw some press clippings today of them in Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Cha-ching.
Yeah. They love Windsor.
They love Canada, and I mean, I think it's because a lot of them are Canadian.
Yeah.
I was watching Gail Kim and Giselle on American Amazing Race Canada. I'll get it out.
There you go. Oh, that started already?
Yes,
Oh, nice. Is it just episode 1? Because I'm gonna get on that.
it had to be the first or second. There was a lot of teams left.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm gonna watch that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as Luna and I are shooting the breeze, we're getting a replay from last week's Impact, building up tonight's show. Of course, we're building towards Alex Shelley, Nick Aldis at Slammiversary. And tonight, Aldis is going to team up with Leo Rush to take on the Motor City Machine Guns.
I don't know how I feel about that match. I don't know. It seems a little... Nick Aldis and Rush together just seems like a very odd pairing, but...
A little bit. But now we're going to get Leo Rush versus Chris Sabin at Slammiversary for the X Division title.
Exactly. I have a bad feeling about that. I do. Oh.
Like bad as in Leo's going to take it?
Yeah. I think they're both going to lose.
Oh. So we're opening the show with Eddie and Kazarian. So we're getting this out of the way. Good. That's not... Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Not a good way energy-wise to start the show, but let's get it out of the way and I don't have to think about it anymore.
I'm hoping they just deliver a really good match. 2 veteran guys, 2 pros, 2 guys that know each other really well. Luna, they should give us a good match. I just want them to stop having a storyline together.
Because I don't even understand what their problem is with each other. Like, there's nothing even happening. They just don't. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, his hair.
Where's Luna?
I'm right here, Mick. Are you okay? Hello? Was that
Indusher hits the ring like the Road Warriors did, right? So a lot of talk about this tribal chief and how this could all play out.
It's gonna be, I don't know. The whole idea of like a trial or whatever is going on. I don't know if I love it. I don't know.
I'm just curious how it's going to be. Like, are they going to be in like a fake courtroom? And like, will it be like random snippets throughout the show? Will it just be like Roman sitting at a table in the ring? Like, will Rikishi come down in like a cloak, like one of those cloaks? Or
whatever. I would love that. If Rishiki comes, then I'm fine. But I would like
to see. I've been asking for Rikishi. He's making little comments on Twitter and shit. Get out there.
Do you think Nyla Jax is coming back? What happened with her? She came out to the Women's Royal Rumble last year sometime.
She was at Royal Rumble, and I've heard her say like she's open to it. I think she's pretty content with what she's doing. From what I've heard,
what is she?
She's just living life. She's lost a ton of weight.
I saw that. Yeah, Charlotte Flair was helping her lose weight. No, that's great. Good for her.
So we'll see. I mean, there's something there. I mean, if she shows up, instant heel, instant heat. Oh, Frankie with a big fisherman suplex. Who are you picking?
Oh. Do I have to? I'm gonna go with Kazarian, I think.
Oh, man. I'll agree with you because I feel like if Eddie wins this, they're gonna continue the feud, and I don't want that to happen.
Oh my god. Do they have matches, these two, at Slammiversary?
Not to my knowledge, right?
Oh Lord. It's happening. It's gonna be these two.
Eddie's
it's gonna
wife,
be on
Eddie's wife in a cage match or on a pole.
Oh
get her out of here.
Get her. Oh, what is she fucking doing now? Oh,
tornado DDT.
She hurt her own back, sir, ma'am. Oh, I can't. dealt with too many people today to deal with this lady.
Right.
But a more exciting Eddie Kingston, won
Yes.
the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship. I'm so excited.
What a
I'm
moment.
so excited.
It's those moments that keep you as a grown-ass adult, a wrestling fan. When people are like, why do you watch this shit? I'm like, go watch the clip of Eddie winning that belt. That's why I watch this shit. It was so amazing.
He was so happy. Oh my God. I was
Pumped.
so happy for him. So happy.
Trent Seven is in this match on Ring of Honor. I literally had no idea until this second. Yeah, Trent Seven's been hanging around Ring of Honor, AEW-ish for quite a while. It was a bit of a surprise.
How's Ring of Honor tonight so far?
I didn't watch much of it. I mean, Claudio looks to be challenging Mark Briscoe, or vice versa. Like they had a bit of an interaction. So if they're building up Mark Briscoe versus Claudio for the Ring of Honor title at Death Before Dishonor, I'm all for it. Mark deserves it. I'm tired of seeing the Blackpool Combat Club have the Ring of Honor title. It makes no sense to me. So
I'm all for it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a bad night of Ring of Honor. We just had, it's a lot of, is what it is. Gringo Loco.
Gringo Loco. Where did I see? Oh, I saw him at GCW. That's what it was.
Gringo Loco from GCW, and our friends at DWO are actually going to be sitting down and interviewing the man. So big shout out to them. The dads going to be shooting the breeze.
The dads.
The dad world order.
I'll stick with what I've been saying. Samoa SWAT team comes, joins Roman.
Yeah. It's possible. It's highly possible, Steve G. There's so many options. It could, like we said, I think it might be family members or blood or other parts of the family tree. It could be mercenaries.
There's a lot of Samoan cousins out there.
There really is.
One way they could play it is have Roman blame Solo for the loss at Money in the Bank, which could cause Solo to snap and go off on Roman, setting the stage for Roman versus Solo at SummerSlam. Hate it, big dog. Absolutely don't like that idea. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah. I don't think we're getting... Go.
Sorry? Oh, I was just going to say, I just really want Roman versus Jay,
Yeah. I think that's the vast majority of what people are kind of hoping for. And it looks like they set it up that way. Jay pinned him, right? So Jimmy set it up and then, crouched under his brother as he did it. So that's what it feels like. It'll be Jay.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure Solo's a very nice guy, but he doesn't interest me at all. And I think, again, it's just like wrestlers that don't say anything.
Yeah.
I have no connection with them, So.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be thrust to the forefront where he's going to be coming out and dropping big promos when, even if he aligns himself with the Usos, both those guys can work that mic no problem. So he's young. Exactly. They'll keep him insulated.
Usos, I never thought I would agree, and it took me a long time, but they are one of the best tag teams.
Ever,
yeah.
Yeah. I love them.
I didn't want to say it. I think they're great. They're so fucking good.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Jay versus Roman. Well, I'm going to rapid fire through some of these real quick. Breaking news. It's official. TK just announced Mark Briscoe. There we go. July 21st, my birthday weekend.
Yeah. That's awesome. Good. Mark Briscoe better win.
This was long overdue. They should have did this right away after he came back.
Yeah. Maybe he just mentally wasn't ready.
Maybe. That's fair.
That's fair. Didn't take... It's like Jay passed away and then he was back a week later.
Yeah, he didn't waste any time.
No.
You don't blame him. He's like, just keep me moving, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what a fucking nightmare.
Dad, listen, Mark's my pick for this one, and I'm really looking forward to being live calling that. You might actually get a teary-eyed fuzzy guy.
Fuzzy guy?
I'll take that too. The whole Outcast. What do you think of the Outcast on AEW?
I like them, but I don't it's not like I don't like them, but they're just a little bit above mid at this point for me, it's just they're kind of just existing at this point. And I don't think it has anything to do with them necessarily, because I really like Ruby Soho. I really like Paige Saraya.
Ooh. Yeah.
And Tony Storm, I absolutely love.
Mhm.
I just don't know if they mesh well together,
Mhm.
or
I think what they're trying to do sucks. Like how they're delivering, like the spray painting and the campy, like like the backstage segments. I think that's what that hurts me with them. If they were a little more bad at, like, they pick up a win over Britt Baker last night, Ruby does, and I mean, to me, Tony Storm is standing out like a star of the group.
100%. Yeah. I think they should separate for sure, because I like them all so much separate. That also, like, there's not. I'm trying to think of women that really stand out in AEW, and I feel like they're having a really hard time with women in general. Still, I think it's gotten a little bit better, but not by much. Like, it's just.
Again, I think they got to build some compelling angles, some things that people are interested in, so that they're interested in the women's matches, not just, oh, here's another women's match.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not working for me. Where is Tyra Valkyrie? She's still doing stuff? No, right?
Yeah, she's on AEW, but she was mad at Statlander, but Statlander beat her twice, or once. So what do we do?
Right. So nothing. She's doing
No.
nothing. She should go to Collision.
Yeah.
Is she there? Like, let's just
No,
put
she
her
hasn't
there.
been. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
With Zion Quinn. Now, Zion Quinn did get drafted, so for him to, I mean, he kind of fits the bill. I don't want to be racist or typecast somebody, but Zion Quinn definitely could pass for what you're trying to accomplish.
He's passable. Love it.
Please forgive me, folks.
I mean, almost wasn't shown since Mania, so I don't know. Oh yeah, what happened to him?
He's just been chilling. I guess I saw a thing today where it was like Omos versus Roman at SummerSlam. I was like, where the fuck did that come from?
Oh my god! Could you imagine? Everybody's really like super excited for Jay, and they put out Omos.
Right.
Oh, please no.
Yeah,
who was it? It was Omos versus Seth Rollins. Oh, and it was awful. It was
right. Haseen, welcome back. Welcome back. Did you enjoy Adam Cole's birthday last night on AEW Dynamite?
Yes. It was the best thing that's ever happened. It was the best birthday party. Oh my god.
It was one of the better, like, more playful segments they've ever had on Dynamite.
For sure. It was amazing. I loved it. Top to bottom. I want them to be a tag team longer than they intended them to be a tag team. You know? I need more of this. For sure. Let it really play out. Let us get attached to them as a tag team for like the next fucking 6 months, you know? But then like have some cracks and do it that way. Drag this shit out. Put some emotion in your storyline, Tonith. You know?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Some love for Luna.
Hi, Larry.
What's up, Larry? Money, that's a dream. What did Money say? Samoa Joe joins the bloodline. Well, I mean, he was kind of the outcast of the Samoan dynasty, right? That's kind of how they pegged him before.
I just watched a compilation video of Samoa Joe walking away, like when people go to
best shit. one of the best shits ever in wrestling. Like, it is so good.
Oh, Eddie Edwards won. We're getting this again. We're getting it again.
Oh, yeah, she hit him with a kendo stick.
Yeah.
My bad. Wifey got in the way. See, we're going to put Wifey in a cage. I'm telling you, we're going to lock Wifey up. Or does Kazarian have a wrestling wife? Fact checkers, help me here. I can't remember.
Oh, my God. This is going to be at Slammiversary.
It will probably be at Slammiversary where we get the rubber match, the grudge match.
Oh, my God.
Another kissing.
Oh, I can't.
So now we're going to replay a Leo Rush jumping the MCMG. I think your footage is a touch yelly.
It's always me. It's always. There we go.
I keep getting a blurry screen. Interesting.
Oh.
Like Oz or blurry? Like clear. Fast try
Dash.
refreshing.
Yeah, it's you, not us.
Different Samoan family, Joe to Roman. Yes. Yes. But you remember when Roman and Joe had a bit of a rivalry? That was kind of how they painted Joe, was like, you don't belong with us. So, all right. Uso's greater than the Bucks. Fuck yeah.
Okay. I'll actually, I had to think on that. I'll accept it.
Listen,
Yeah.
in the last couple years, the Usos have done, I think, been a much better talent than the Bucks. The Bucks have had some really good matches. I don't want to completely disregard them, but they don't do a whole lot of substance. Like they're not really moving the needle. They're not like making people show up and tune in. They, the Usos have been the Usos, and with Roman, it's hard to argue.
Yeah, no, you can't really argue with that. The Usos, FTR, the Briscoes, those are like my top 3 in recent time,
That's a good top 3.
Right Roman now, beats Jay, then Roman beats up Rikishi. What? So then how fitting people do after SummerSlam? Oh, okay.
What if Roman beats Jay at SummerSlam and then beats Jimmy at fucking Payback? It's Jimmy trying to get revenge.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, everybody's forgetting about Jimmy.
Yeah, what about Jimmy?
Yeah, Jimmy gets nothing.
He was the first one to turn.
Mark was right back in a Jeff Jarrett feud. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they just gave him something light and fluffy, keep him going. I don't know, but honestly, I felt like they could have strapped the rocket to Mark, and the fans would have been right there. Like if he would have won the AEW World Championship, the building would have came unglued at that time. Like he was so, like everybody was behind him.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
But I think that's probably it. Like it was probably a light and fluffy thing to do. He's really good friends with Jay Lethal, like going all the way back to Ring of Honor. So I don't know. He was probably just doing that, going to the farm, hanging out with his dad, doing little skits on the farm like they used to do. So I don't know. He probably chose it. That's the thing. I don't think Tony Khan was like really.
That could be very true. It could be very accurate for sure.
Yeah. So who knows? But yeah, I don't want to see it anymore either.
Sorry, Frankie's here talking, so I'm not you. I'm a little worried.
I'm so worried.
That's not the way Killer Kowalski taught you. Thanks, Frank. Thanks, Frank.
Oh. Yep, there it is.
There it is. The rubber match. In my exact words, thanks, Frank.
Yeah, thanks, Frankie. There you go. He's bringing his wife.
Tracy Brooks, the OG knockout.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay. We're going back into the archive.
Yeah. All right. I'll take it for this.
Now, he didn't confirm or deny whether he has a relationship with Tracy or is it just.
I think he said it was his wife.
Did he?
Did
Okay.
he say that? Oh, maybe I just made that up. What is this?
Yeah,
These dudes against Swan and Callahan. No music, no entrances, nothing. They're like, let's just get the fuck into it. Oh my God.
Sami Callahan and Rich Swann teaming up against Gujar and not Sanga. Mark Shapiro, Rune, Jade. Jade's on hiatus, and actually some people rumored that she might not be back for quite a while, if at all.
Oh, really?
I don't know. A couple times people felt like she alluded to like, maybe I did the wrestling thing.
Oh. I mean, good for her. Yeah.
Right? But you know how it is with wrestling, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know.
If she comes back, she's got to go after the world championship.
I think so too. I think she's great, and I think she grew a lot in the short time that she was in AEW. But
Right. Keyshawn, welcome back, buddy. Best faction impact faction right now?
or of
Fuck.
all time.
Yeah. That's a tough one right now. Who's in a faction right now? Violent by Design.
That's about it. Yeah.
Shit.
Of
Yeah,
all
they're really
time.
Aces
That
and
is
eight.
hard. I was gonna say that, but also like I really like Team Canada, just for
Team Canada. I mean, let's
yeah.
right.
But I actually really liked Violent by Design a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like with Eric Young, I thought it was fantastic. I liked all their promos and their cinematic Akuta Matata. Yeah, so I don't know. I really enjoyed them, and I wish that went for a little bit longer, but I guess Eric Young is gone, doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening with Eric Young. It was reported that he had signed a WWE contract months ago. Maybe like Nick at the time was like, Eric Young should just be in the backstage now. Maybe they heard him and listened. I don't know, because we haven't had any. I would love for Eric Young to pop up. We got Nikki running around acting crazy but weird with Candace. I don't know why that's happening. Bring it back. I feel like we deserve sanity done right.
Done properly. I'll take it.
Yeah.
So I don't watch NXT. I've said it before. I will say it again. But the Creed brothers left.
They lost
NXT.
the match, which means they have to leave NXT. So we would expect them to be coming up to the main roster. Then these are two very talented young men.
They are. Okay,
They're really talented. They should put them with Alpha Academy.
Yeah?
Well, they're Singlet Club.
The other dudes ask for their release?
Yeah, they did. Apparently. I mean, I've read exactly what they tweeted. By the way, Sami Callihan, Rich Swann pick up the win.
Yeah, we didn't really have to vote on that one. That was pretty self-explanatory. Moose in a suit. God, he's big.
He's a big dude.
Big boy.
Yeah, the Creeds are good. I mean, they're solid. The Grizzled Young Vets had asked for their release, or at least put it out that they didn't want to be in the company anymore. We thought maybe this was a chance for them to either break free or be released, or given their old gimmick back. And we were wrong. So nothing said that a month ago. And I know us as fans from the outside looking in, we don't know what's happening, right? They could have sat down with them and said, "Listen, guys, we're really sorry. Here's the plan. We understand you want your release, but we're not going to release you because can we work this out, right?"
Yeah.
Now, that could be the case. Things could have been completely smoothed over, but they're not going anywhere until their contract's up, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Well, exactly. Exactly. Ooh. Okay.
So Moose and Brian Myers are going to take on Rich and Sammy. No, I got to work at work.
He's pulling the MJF. Okay. That's weird, but I kind of like it.
Oh, this happened earlier on BTI. Santino Marella giving Dirty Dango shit.
Aren't they having a match?
Yeah, Slammiversary.
Like the Fallout, I think, the next day or something like that.
Oh, will it be the next day? I thought it was going to be on the actual pay-per-view.
Oh, who the fuck was that? Is that
Heath?
Heath, what do you...
Santino brought in Heath. Do you watch pro wrestling? Oh, here goes Dango. Folks, we got Dango on the screen.
He's wearing a shirt. Big Dog, I gotta ask, Luna, what's your take on Shayna turning on Ronda at Money in the Bank? I was so happy. I'm a huge Shayna Baszler fan. I always have been. She was great in NXT. I don't love Ronda Rousey for like personal reasons, her on the
Several
mic,
reasons.
there's just so many reasons I just don't respect her as a human being, to be completely frank. But I know that Shayna and Ronda are friends in real life, and I heard Ronda wants to put Shayna over while she's on her way out, which I can kind of respect. So I kind of like that. But I'm glad she's leaving. She can go back to the UFC and continue to suck there and pretend she's winning things.
Yeah, listen, we call her Ronda Drowsy for a reason.
Oh, she's the worst.
And when somebody, it's like anything, Luna, when somebody isn't really into what they're doing, you can kind of tell. And that's how Ronda has felt for about 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, thank God I'm here. Thank you for paying me. Aren't I awesome? No.
Oh, God, no.
She didn't work as a baby face.
No.
Well, yeah. I mean, one of the crazies, I knew you were going to pop over the fact. Like, when the minute Shayna choked her, I was like, oh my God. And I knew you were going to lose your mind.
And not only that, but Shayna,
yeah,
she's had some issues on the mic. Let's be completely honest. But she fucking killed that promo.
She roasted her. She dusted her.
Roasted. And I believed every word she was saying. Like, it was believable. I'm like, do they hate each other now? What's happening?
Right? So, and she was saying the shit that we all say. So it was beautiful that way.
Oh,
and I'm pretty sure everyone's sick of listening to you talk on the mic. It's like, smooth, Shayna. Make us forget that you suck on it too.
Yeah, exactly.
But she did. It was one of her best promos ever.
Yeah, she did so well. So I'm so happy. I'm excited to see where this goes. When are Shayna and Ronda having a match? At
they haven't.
SummerSlam?
Slumberversary.
Oh, they're too close, you know.
You heard it here, folks. Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Slumber party with Wrasslin for Life Network at Luna's house.
At Luna, put on our PJs. I'll stream for 24 hours.
Right.
It'll get real fucking weird.
She's not lying. There's my dream. I want BFAB to be Jade's spokesperson. I feel like that's too close. Like, why? It's not like BFAB is a good talker. I got the milk. I'm back.
Seriously, what the fuck is going on? Drag racing out there.
Jade would be better in WWE. Heel team with Belair. Interesting. I think WWE could do things for Jade Cargill that AEW can't.
I actually like that. Like Belair with Jade. I feel like they have similar energies, you know? They could, and they're both like muscular. They could whoop a lot of ass.
Right. Like Trevor, you're 47 minutes into the show. Yes, we started watching a little bit later. So right now we're getting Violent by Design entering the ring. If you want to sync up with us, we are watching on YouTube commercial free. That's why we do it. And that's how our Thursdays roll.
That's it. Okay. Who are they going up against? Oh, Lord Jesus. Jonathan Gresham and who? I don't even know.
This feels like a very, like, I'm okay with what we've gotten so far. It hasn't been, like, terribly boring, but very slapped together.
Yeah. I don't know really what's going on or why. Kind of okay with it, though.
There you go. C-Money, the king of Wikipedia, is Tracy Brooks' wife. There you go. That helps confirm it.
That's actually kind of cool.
An OG.
Yeah. Who I'd love to see back in Impact for like a hot minute is Angelina Love. Remember her from The Beautiful People?
Mm-hmm.
She's in like NWA or something right now, though. So I heard. Maybe that was a while ago.
Who went to AEW from that crew? Someone over at AEW right now that escapes me. But we got Alan Angels versus Jonathan Gresham.
For some reason. It's so odd.
Smart Mark. Yeah, Smart Mark. Last time I heard about Zilla wanted to be with the Bloodline. He was doing stuff with Booker T. Fair enough. And keep in mind, there's still another Uso out there that's training. How close is he to being ready?
Is there actually like another Uso brother?
Yeah, there's a baby Uso.
Oh, baby Us. Does he look like the other Us?
Yeah, a little bit. Still got some of that baby fat compared to the other ones.
Oh, Gainer's screaming at Angels right now.
Interesting.
This is falling apart quickly.
Buck's bank account, Uso's bank account. You, that's an interesting one. Whose bank account would be bigger, the Usos or the Bucks? No, I mean, because of the Tony Khan factor, they might be getting paid a shit ton for everything they're tied into with Tony.
Yeah, I
But
also feel like just because the Bucks have been doing it longer, right? Like
uh,
just from like fucking T-shirt sales. Remember how many shirts they used to sell back when they were cool? Yeah.
right. That's a very interesting question because I don't imagine the Usos are not doing so well. So, I mean, how much have they made over the last 12 to 15 years, right? So, yeah, that's an interesting one. The Tony Khan factor is a big part of that.
Yeah. I actually know somebody, and on Twitter, she's not a huge Young Bucks fan, but she read the book, and she's like, the first chapter, I loved them.
Okay.
Like, apparently, like, that changed her mind. So I think I'm going to read it. I love the Young Bucks, though. Don't get me wrong. But they've definitely cooled down from, like, an 11 to a 4, you know?
I just don't get it. Like, I mean, when they were in New Japan and they were Ring of Honor, yeah, they were tearing it up. But even the Ring of Honor days, I liked them. Like, I'm like, okay, they're real cool. They, the streamers, the Super Kick Party, yay.
Yay.
But they were never my favorite guys. And then it was just, I think what happened was all the talk of like, they're the best tag team in the history of wrestling. And I was like, all right, now you're making me puke. It made me go the other way. And I feel like they haven't done a lot in the AEW as far as pulling the brand along. They've had good matches here and there, but they're not doing much. Do you give a fuck about them fighting the Dark Order on Friday? Not really.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. Okay, so no, not at all.
Rampage.
Oh God, they need to just kick that show to the curb, please.
Madison Rain. Thank you, big dog. Rikishi has 5 kids in all. There you go. That was big dog.
The Uso Samoan family tree over there. I'm so like Rikishi's whose dad? The Usos?
Yes.
Okay. And The Rock is somewhere in there, and Roman.
Well, The Rock is like a cousin by marriage because the mom married Rock's dad, so it's like he's got half Samoan blood.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's all very. There's so many.
Yeah.
Trinity is severely underrated as a TNA knockout.
I don't think so. Like, I don't think she's done a whole lot. Like, I don't think she's maybe not rated at all right now. Maybe because she is in Impact, but she hasn't done a lot since she's been on Impact. Like,
no, she kind of just. It's only been a couple months, right?
Well, her last match was against Giselle's sidekick. It's hard to really fuck.
And she's going up against somebody.
Deonna at Slammiversary for the title, and she's probably going to win it. If she's sticking around, I imagine she'll win it.
Mm-hmm. I don't love it.
No, eh?
No, I love Trinity, Deonna. But yeah, that's the thing. I
a lot. Really that's the tough part.
And I think, I don't know. I think Deonna is a lot better on the mic as well.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, so I don't know. Just for as like a well-rounded wrestler.
Yeah.
Deonna is so much better, and I think they should just keep it on her for a while.
Right. Angels in the corner, standing over Gresham, backflip out. Big chop. Did you pick someone? I don't even care who wins this match. Is that wrong?
I don't really care either, but I'm leaning towards Angels, even though I know I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Gresham just because of all the bullshit with Violent by Design. So
that is true.
You lost, and they're gonna yell at him some more.
Yeah. That's probably what's gonna happen. I'll still go for Alan Angels though, because he's doing a
Mhm.
really good job, and I feel bad for him because he's going to lose. Married life has been good for Perazo. Agree.
Fair enough.
They are so cute on social media because Macklin's supposed to be this big, like, scary Wolverine guy. But then you see him with his wife, and I don't know.
Hello, Schmack-a-Frog.
Schmack-a-Frog. Hi.
I like the name. The theme tonight is anytime someone says hello, we start singing Lionel Richie. Like, it's been an ongoing thing here in the chat. So.
Actually,
look,
hello.
is it me you're looking
for?
I can see it in your. No, anyway.
Alan just tapped.
Oh,
Alan.
yeah, tapped him. Didn't even pin him. Tapped him. The octopus with the win.
My God, fucking Alan. Were you guys at all fans of 1990s All Japan?
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, not definitely a fan of 90s All Japan. It's interesting that you're on a cook now, Dave. I will admit that Big Nick is a much bigger fan of 90s All Japan than I am. They should Bray Wyatt PCO.
I would love that.
Bray Wyatt and PCO.
I would love that, but that is never going to happen.
PCO wandering around the Firefly Funhouse, just sitting in a rocking chair. Oh, Diener giving him shit. Angels wants to shake the hand of Gresham. I can see it in your eyes.
I wonder if Bray Wyatt's going to come back for SummerSlam.
Rumors.
Oh, Angels did not get out of the ring.
Uh-oh. Dissension. The design. Big Con trying to keep the peace. Looks like a big scaredy. Yes, God. Madison Rayne is a trainer. Thank you.
Madison
Rayne. Grundy.
Grundy?
Oh, Angel and Gresham shake hands. What up, gamer? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Boston. Hello, Boston. Is Diener crying? Like, what is happening right now?
Doing his best Roman Reigns impression. ABC. So technically, The Rock isn't a part of the bloodline. Kind of, sort of. He's half bloodline. His mom's half.
The Rock technically isn't a blood relative of them.
There you go. They're related by an aunt. Right? By marriage, guys. We're breaking this down like we're fucking
way too far.
Luna's face about her winning had me weak, about Trinity winning. I guess you expressed your displeasure
here, like I always did.
Like you
oh my God, I totally forgot the Rascals were here. I totally forgot about them since last week.
The Rascals versus ABC at Slammiversary. You can have my money.
Yeah, I love this.
Where have you been?
Oh my God.
I could see Trey and Zach winning this no problem at this point.
Yeah, me too.
ABC's had it for a while. Why does Zach with his hat backwards look like a young Randy Orton?
Kind of does.
Am I fucked? Am I just making this up?
He's an emo Randy Orton for sure.
Yeah, just from the side there, where when he starts, he looks like Randy Orton.
Oh my God! Is Randy Orton ever coming back to wrestling?
God, I hope so. I mean, it's been one of those things of, I feel like there's been mixed messages. His dad comes out and says, "Well, we don't know, and if he takes one more bump, it could be the end." And Then you get reports that he's been cleared. PCO having a moment.
To say the least, what was going on?
What would you like me to do? Just like what? What was that?
What was happening?
Scott Demore just watching PCO jumpstart himself. Pause.
Oh my god. That was
Here we
something.
go. We're Ancestry.com at this point.
Love
Umaga was Rikichi's brother and Jimmy and Jay and Solo's uncle. Yes. Facts.
Fact. Okay. Good.
Confirm
Love
all
it.
the above.
Okay.
You're almost caught up. There we go. We're gaining on you. Right now I'm getting footage from the Aussie trip.
The Wagga Wagga Zoo. Moose! Oh my god, Moose just in his little hat petting animals is the cutest, most wholesome thing I've ever seen.
I have to admit, when you first said moose, I thought you meant like at the zoo.
Actual moose.
An actual moose, to be honest. I had to double check.
Oh my god. Moose is the best. Why is she there? The girl with the white bangs. Is she even in Impact?
D-Lander? No, not really. This is the funniest part about this kind of. They're like, you're Australian. You want to come with us? Maybe she will join the company.
Oh, maybe. Is she Australian?
I believe so.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe that's why. They're like, eh.
But yeah, she's kind of an indie star. Hangs around with Matt Cardona all the time. She's kind of been the fill-in for Chelsea.
What?
What do we got here? Cup of haters.
Cup of haters. I kind of miss him. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's funny. I've talked to the gentleman, and actually, it's been trying to coordinate having an interview with the guy for quite a while. But he's a funny guy, and I think he's come a long way. And I think, truthfully, I think when you're young and you get white hot like that, some people it just fucks with, and it brings out your worst qualities.
Yeah. I can't imagine what that would do to you mentally. You have all this money, you're just touring the world, and like, yeah, I don't know.
I know you can relate to this, but think about all the shit we fucked up with no money at 20 and 22, 23, 24 years old, right? Imagine we had $1 million in the bank while we were doing it.
I would not be here right now. Yeah. I would be dead, for sure.
Hold my gators. I'm going.
Oh my god. And especially that young, right? You're kind of always an asshole when you're that young.
Yeah, and I mean, I think he rubbed a couple people the wrong way, and I mean, it's tricky, but hopefully he's figured it out. I mean, he seems, anytime I've talked to him, he seems nice.
Is Drew going to take that title from Gunther? Yes. 100%.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, he better. I think Gunther should move on to bigger and better things. I think it's time. But how many more days does he have until the honky tonk thing? Until he breaks that IC reign?
I think he's still a while away. I think he needs another 100 days or so. Wikipedia fans, my fact checkers out there, how close is Gunther to Honky?
To Honky.
I think Honky had it for a ridiculous, like 1,400 days. I could be talking out of my ass, though. Speaking of beautiful people, where is Lacey Von Erich? How did we get there? The
beautiful people.
Yeah. I don't know where Lacey is. Lacey doing her own thing, trying to run a company, I think. Or promote.
SAWFT. Soft. The little leg thing that he used to do when he'd come out. The little, you know what I'm talking about? It was my favorite thing he would do.
The Rockin' Rooster?
Yeah, the Rockin' Rooster. Oh, he was so good.
How you doing?
Him with Big Bill, the best. Fucking Big Bill. Like, so Trinity and Deonna Purrazzo are talking right now. I'm not going to lie. Anytime anybody's talking to Trinity, she looks super uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
She doesn't know what to do with herself when it's not her turn.
Yeah, and she's kind of just thinking of her. I don't know.
So, Deonna Purrazzo is putting out an open challenge to anybody in the Knockouts division next week to prove a point 2 days before Slammiversary.
This is a bad idea, but okay.
Well, here comes PCO.
PCO's here, and Scott D'Amore's just following him for some reason.
It looks like a dad taking his overgrown kid for trick-or-treating.
It really does. Oh,
Come on now.
my God.
Come on now.
All right, son, go up to the door. Oh my God.
391. Yeah, I added a 1 in front of my thought. 453. Hilarious. Gunther's currently at 390. You do the math. Yeah, so he definitely, I would, if Drew was going to take it, it wouldn't be at SummerSlam.
I don't know. He better. I'm sick of it. I need if Jey Uso isn't the one to beat Roman Reigns, I'm gonna need Gunther to do it. You know, I love.
Oh, you think Gunther going after Roman?
I would like that very much.
What if he takes out Seth? What if Gunther runs Raw?
Yeah, I'll also accept that, but not as much.
Not as much.
It's the good hands. Come on, Impact. You're doing not good things recently,
dude. I don't even know how I missed all this. CJ, reminder, folks. CJ will be here right after we go off the air. He will be jumping on live, and he's going to dive more into this little bad boy. He's going to go into a little more Fight Forever, and mine's unopened. Just an ornament at this point. Moose. What? Moose. What? No.
So wait, we're getting PCO and Scott D'Amore at Slammiversary against some people, right?
It's Macklin and Bully. Bully. Bully Ray.
Right. So now, right now,
he's gonna fight. It's PCO versus both of the good hands. Again, I feel like he's beaten these motherfuckers up like 17 times.
I feel like that's a thing. Yeah. Like what is the purpose? What is the purpose, guys?
What's with Impact?
At the same time, I don't know. This isn't very. Okay.
Run! What are you idiots doing? Run!
You're trying. You're fighting a corpse.
Like he was just backstage electrocuting himself. What the fuck are you doing trying to fight him? Come on.
Oh man, this dude. Geez, stop it. Come on.
It's a fight. It's a fight.
Oh.
Who did you? Oh, okay. Trey had a big crush on Von Erich, so just catching up on that little ditty. I don't see that happening yet. I don't know what he suggested. So
Gray Sean was the one that asked if Drew was taking the belt from Gunther.
Schmackafrag, thank you for the sub. Thank you for smacking the like and subscribe, assuming you did both. And thank you for becoming a part of the family. Everyone else, if you haven't done that yet, Michael, welcome back. Make sure you join us. We're here all week long. Luna's got more content coming. Plus, you can go check out Luna's channel and Luna's TikTok and our TikTok and all the social medias. Plus, we got CJ banging out content, more shorts coming your way, more live wrestling than any other channel, period.
That's all I had to. Hey, Damian. Are you going to stream Death to Dishonor July 21st? First match announced: Mark Briscoe versus Claudio for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight World Championship.
Damian, you've been around long enough, sir. You know the answer to that.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's a Friday. So, we will be here for SmackDown and Rampage on the same night as Ring of Honor.
Why are you stressing yourself out? Stop. Just stop doing Rampage. Stop encouraging it. Stop.
This week, can you believe this week is the 100th episode of Rampage?
Really?
Yeah, fuck.
Oh. PCO just took out the good hands.
Yeah, if anybody was wondering, PCO destroyed the good hands. If anybody doubted that, I don't know what you were thinking.
Yeah. And just charged himself. What does this guy want? I'm so over the good hands.
Wait,
Man.
what the hell? So Scott Demore taking the glasses and watch off.
Imagine
Oh!
punching your boss straight in the fucking face. Could I imagine? Oh my God, Scott is out there fucking bringing fire. I don't even care.
Pop power bomb by Scott. I love this guy. I don't know why. It's just like everything he does is so much better because he did it.
I know. It just.
Uh-oh. We got company. Yeah, Impact almost 1,000 episodes. Crazy. People didn't think it would make it to 100.
Oh, Steve Macklin's here.
Oh, Macklin's here. That bastard.
Huh. Oh my God. Poor Scott. Oh my Jesus. Hakata Police.
What's up, 5-0?
Live close by to the ROH pay-per-view venue. No interest in going.
No. I
I'll
mean,
go.
It's a little tempting. I mean, you're getting Joe and Mark Briscoe, or you're getting Claudio and Mark Briscoe. You're probably going to get a Joe match. Maybe you get Joe Punk. That'd be cool. Confuse everybody. Oh, they're cuffing Demore to the ring.
Aren't they doing that though? Joe versus Punk? Isn't that already a thing?
That's this Saturday, yeah.
Oh.
I almost feel like you handcuffed the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Handcuff the Frankenstein.
Not the guy that just electrocuted his own fucking ball sack in the back room. Let's get the. Oh my God! Come on, guys.
Gunther to lose Tommaso Ciampa at Survivor Series. Okay.
Tommaso Ciampa. That's Survivor Series. When is Survivor Series?
October, November?
Oh.
Yeah, not for a while. It's the next major one. The last major one of the year.
Rampage has gone 100 episodes too many.
Maybe 99.
Yeah. I think the first one was okay.
Yeah, the first one, Punk came back.
Did he actually on Rampage?
The debut of Rampage. It was.
Oh, okay.
Scott Moore just kicking the air. Oh.
I know. Did you see that? His little leg? Oh, it was so sad. Poor guy.
Gail gets put through a table, by the way, guys.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Oh, God, I can't take Scott Demore seriously. I just love him so much. But, like, oh, poor. What are they doing with PCO? Oh, my God. They just threw PCO down the fucking ramp.
They just love. It's okay. Just go get the jumper cables. We're good.
He'll be fine.
That's why I think they handcuffed the wrong guy. Yeah, listen, Michael, to keep this one short, I think there's tons of candidates that would be amazing against Gunther. I love the idea of getting Ilya and Gunther back in the ring together. There's a bunch. Gunther, again, if Gunther went after a world title, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Like, I mean, I wouldn't think twice. All right. What? Pause.
Electrocuting ball sacks. Yeah, sorry. I may have embellished the truth a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. I can't believe Rampage. I can't believe it's been 100 episodes. I think I've been live for every single one. And they're not counting like the playoff ones that move around. We missed a couple of those.
Yeah.
Now they just left. And Scott's in the ring like, I can't see. Where's my glasses?
Oh, they took his glasses.
They took my glasses.
Now they're beating up PCO in the parking lot underground. Why did he take a light out?
Wait. He's got but he just did that to himself. Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I don't think he cares. Like,
don't start him. You fucking. Is LA Knight the best NXT call up so far? Like ever?
All time?
No.
Oh my god, this is. I don't like this.
They're gonna set this man's face on fire.
Yeah.
That's battery acid, according to the announcer.
Oh, sure it is, sir. Ooh, but I wonder how his face is gonna look next time. Wonder if he's gonna be even more like.
He's foaming. This is hard to watch. It's
Yeah,
antifreeze.
Oh my god! And how they had the thing up on his neck, the chair, and they were saying "choke." Like I don't know if I liked that.
He's on fire! Ah! Barbecue PCO.
Is he dead?
A harrowing situation? Oh, we didn't get commercials, so we're getting a replay right away. Shit.
I've seen enough.
So what are we going to get? Like it's Slammiversary, like a new and improved PCO?
Like, maybe Scott D'Amore will just get a new partner because they just set him on fire, sir. I don't know if he's showing up, but you never know. It is PCO. Mm-hmm. They have buried him alive.
Yeah, he's died a few times. His screaming was actually like curling.
Yeah.
It's too funny.
Jesus Christ, Gia. A little soon, don't you think? Asking about the match.
Did she honestly ask him about the match? Luna. Hi, Luna.
What happened?
I think you glitched.
That was really scary. PCO got set on fire, and then it was just like, oh, you're. Oh my god. That was really scary. I think Survivor Series will play out the way it used to: champions versus champions, which will mean Seth versus Roman, Gunther versus Theory, and so on and so on. If they do War Games okay.
Yeah, I'll be curious.
I mean, that's if all of those champions last that long, right?
That's also very true.
I can't see what I read on Twitter, so take it with a grain of salt, but they were saying that they're trying to get the belt off of Austin Theory ASAP Rocky because he's boring, which I don't agree with. I love Austin Theory. But...
Yeah, that's Triple H went out of his way to explain that 75% of the shit that we get fed on a daily basis on the internet is bullshit, which we kind of know. And I think, listen, has he dipped? Have they booked him in a quieter fashion? Yes. Could he lose that title to an LA Knight? Absolutely.
I would take that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Like, I'm not expecting LA Knight to get a heavyweight championship, but something.
I'd like him to.
I would love that, but I'm not expecting.
Rush versus Giselle Shaw.
Nick Wayne's last indie appearance, Stardom's first weekend machine. Oh my god. There's a whole lot going on there, Mr. Policeman.
Billy Stark. Yeah. You're going to JCW this weekend. That's awesome. We've covered JCW live here on the channel. And Nick Wayne, they did a big pre-tape package for Mr. Wayne, the young prodigy who just turned 18 and will be joining AEW.
Good for him. I mean, I'm glad he's getting out of GCW. He's a baby. Don't make him see stuff like that. Do PCO and Sting have the same drug? Why are these?
Oh, why are these addicted to the pain? What can you say, C Money? Big Dog Theory might lose his U.S. title before Survivor Series. True facts.
Yeah. What's better show to watch, AEW Rampage or Collision?
Collision.
Yeah, 100% Collision. Collision has only had like 4 episodes, but so far so good. So.
Yeah, definitely a small sample size, Luna, but what they've delivered so far, where Rampage too often just feels like runoff and matches we don't give any shits about.
Yeah, exactly. And Alistair Black was saying that House of Black is only going to be on Collision. So
Yeah.
I really like that we're going to have people that are strictly on that show. So it feels different, looks different. I love that. Rampage, I haven't watched Rampage probably since episode 5. Okay, maybe 12.
We've watched a lot of them. I think there was like 2 or 3 while they were like in the playoffs getting moved to Saturdays. We skipped a couple because showing up here for an hour on a Saturday seems stupid. For that, it wasn't a good hour to show up for. But because it coincided with a lot, but we've seen a lot of Rampage. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. They should get rid of it. And what I've been begging for Tony to do is it should be a 1-hour Ring of Honor show every week, and it's only people that you see on Ring of Honor, nowhere else.
Yeah.
King did exchange balls. Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah. Right. You are correct. Oh, man. I loved Prime Shane McMahon. He was so good. Oh, so good.
I said bring him back as a heel, like an authority role, right? Try and recreate some of that McMahon magic.
I love it. I have LA Knight dethroning Austin Theory. Let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm. I think this is becoming one of those like fan-driven like desires. Mm-hmm. So if we don't get it, they're gonna be like, "What the hell?" But we'll see. I think it's a good play with as much heat or as over as LA Knight has got himself. I think it'd be good, even if it's just a good rivalry, guys.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like Austin Theory, and I hope if they do take the belt off of him in the near future, that they do something with him. You know, let him cook a little bit, as the kids say, or whatever. Battery acid.
Yeah. There you go, Jason. That's what they would. Yeah. So we'll see. Now, is PCO going to show up like Phantom of the Opera? We'll find out.
He probably is. PCO selling his fire into the camera had me cracking up so hard.
Yeah, and the screaming was a lot.
It was a lot. I didn't like that. I think Bully Ray and Steve Macklin went a little far on that. Yeah, Trey, I'm gonna have to agree. Setting people on fire is always a step too far.
That's been Bully's MO lately. They set Scott D'Amore on fire.
Right.
He set Cardona on fire at an indie show.
Fucking hell.
Fucking Bully becoming a pyro in his older age.
I know, just losing his shit, setting everything on fire. It's Randy Orton burning the Fiend all over again. Oh yeah, I remember that.
My God,
that was fucking weird.
Luna, I saw a clip. Do you remember the clip where Bray had beaten Randy Orton and Alexa kind of sits on Orton's lap, and then Bray's the old burnt up Fiend, and he looks like a walking Muppet. It is. I saw a clip of it yesterday, and I was just like, man, what the fuck? Like, why did this happen?
God. Oh,
the guy looking like a burnt up Michelin man.
That was during COVID, though, right?
Yeah.
For the COVID times, yeah. Yeah, wrestling was weird over the COVID times.
Like, what are we doing? Like, I know he set this guy on fire, and you brought him back looking terrible.
Oh my God, looking like a burnt weenie. Probably getting PCO from the undead WWF realm.
Carl Ouellet.
Ouellet. There it is.
He is not human. Nope. Can we see call ups? Oh yeah, we'll skip that for now. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Anything shocking on Impact tonight? Ronnie, did you just get here?
Yeah, somebody got set on fire, my dude. Did
Giselle got
Giselle
the
win?
win. Yeah, Giselle won.
I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
Giselle with a big W.
Okay, I hope this is like the progression of her character. She's turning really like bitchy heel. Love it. Now she's collecting some dubs. And by collecting,
Right.
I mean one, but still very exciting. Oh, here's stripper Kenny. Oh my God, this woman's putting money in his pants.
Right on cue, Boston. I clicked that at the perfect time.
Here you go.
Kenny going to take on Joe Hendry for the digital championship. And to be honest, I'm rooting for Kenny all the way. Not because I don't like Joe, but I would like Joe to move on.
Believe in Joe Hendry. I have a bad feeling. Like, okay, so if at
Sorry, I had to clap. I believe.
If Nick Aldis wins at Slammiversary, he's probably not going to lose the belt for a while. So I don't know, because then if Joseph loses it at Slammiversary,
oh yeah, maybe you want to stretch it out a bit longer. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think Nick Aldis being Mr. Super Serious and Mr. Wrestling Guy, Joe would be fun to fuck with him, just to like making songs and shit about Nick Aldis.
I would love that. Who's?
He just added, he is you more. I believe so. Yeah, Joe and you are friends now.
Love it. Hi, Steve.
So did we AEW Rampage on Friday and Saturdays?
Hello?
Yep. Oh, we both done the what category?
I see they did Bray Wyatt PCO.
Right.
Bray Wyatt is a verb now.
So we're getting we're getting the card for Slammiversary July 15th, a Saturday, a beautiful Saturday. We will be here live, as they will be live from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Oh, next week.
Oh, next week we're going to get Wentz, Zachary versus Chris Bay. For if he wins, then they get a chance for the tag team title. I'm sure Zachary's going to win.
How you doing, Jake?
Knight. Who's this guy? Kevin Knight versus Mike Bailey. Weird that we were talking about Mike Bailey is fucking everywhere. Haven't seen him in a while.
There you go.
Now he's here.
Moose and Myers versus Callahan. Next week's a pretty busy week.
Yeah, next week's looking good. Love
a nice
it.
Go home show, open challenge from Deanna as well.
Yeah, who's that gonna be?
I don't know.
I
believe in Joe Henley.
Henley. I was gonna say maybe Jordan Grace will come back, but she can't. Even if she wanted to, because she said she wasn't gonna.
Yeah.
Until Deanna wasn't. Oh, maybe it's Mickie James.
That'd be crazy. No way.
I will fucking die.
No
I
way.
doubt it. I think I'm getting my hopes up way too high. But imagine.
The Digital Media Championship is a joke. I don't think so. It doesn't. It kind of started off a little jokey, but then they got really good rivalries. I think Jordan Grace and Matt Cardona were amazing at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of each other. I thought it was a little stupid that they were bringing computer parts to the ring, but they kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah, they don't do that. They did it. Was it? No, it wasn't Dango. It was Joe Hendry and somebody, and they had the little remote control cars and the Lego pieces.
Well, and then Moose. Did you see Moose with the VR headset on?
Dude,
so
but that's just stupid. Yeah, but it's funny too. I don't know. Impact is a little stupid, you know. It's
right. I'll back off a little, big dog. It does have some 24/7 vibe to it.
Yeah.
Not passed around as much. Do you see? Could Pete Dunne turn on Sheamus? He could. I don't know. It would surprise me because they've been locked in for so long, but maybe.
Yeah, I have no idea. I wish Pete Dunne would go off and do something on his own because I thought he was super cool when he wasn't doing the, you know, the chimney sweep thing that he's doing now. But
yeah,
no, but like when he was in NXT, the UK NXT and all that, like he was really, really cool. He's lost the cool factor for me.
Yeah, so. I mean, when he was just straight up Pete Dunne, yeah, you know, it was really good. And from the onset, when he was the bruiserweight, go back to that guy, the bruiserweight.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you have to turn on Sheamus to do it, go for it.
Let's go.
What was I going to say? Someone else brought up the fact, I saw it twice in the chat. I didn't click on it because I don't care as much as others might. But Layla Hirsch came back to Ring of Honor tonight. She returned after injury and such. I've seen it. It just keeps repeating on my TV in the background. But yeah, I mean, Layla's all right. I'm not like, ooh, my God, I can't wait for Layla. Yeah. Based on your reaction, you're like, meh.
That name rings a bell, but it's not even. I don't know why I can't picture who that is. I would know it if I saw her, I'm sure. Chimney sweeper. This little fucking hat. Poor guy.
I believe in miracles.
Where are you from? You sexy thing. So we're getting Nick and Rush versus the Motor City Machine Guns.
I picked MCMG to win this, but I think the heels are actually going to win it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with... I have no idea. Motor City Machine Guns. Because I think they're taking the L at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Right.
I don't know. They should, honestly, and I'm sure, again, he's a very nice guy. This Rush character that always quits companies, they probably shouldn't put a belt on him right away.
Yeah, maybe not Rush to give him the X Division title, but I do think him and Sabin will be fun on.
Oh, for sure. It's going to be a great match. But yeah, like, you never know what's going to happen with this guy, unfortunately.
And the guy fucking legitimately moves around like a mosquito.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
I believe in miracles. Got that one. I believe Luna on a cover magazine. We're working on it, one day at a time.
Just like this.
Zack Ryder did have the title and created his own digital media title, so that's funny. What's all around goes around. What else we got?
Don't know what Trey said.
Forget the magazine cover. I'll take Luna. Oh, now we're getting requests for posters.
I can work that out for you. It's not gonna be what you're looking for.
Right.
It's gonna be me eating soup just in my sweatpants.
Ding.
I wish Kenny King would be world champion in Impact Wrestling. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. I love Kenny King.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's so many more people that I would like to see champion more right now.
Yeah.
Like Joseph Hendry. Yeah, only Joseph, actually.
Jake. Why did you mention it if you don't care? I mentioned it because we try and talk to everything that happens in the chat, so I didn't want to ignore it completely. Like I said, I mean, it's good for her that she's back and healthy. She like a lot of people that kind of got super excited about Layla. I don't know. We'll wait and see. The jury's out. All right, Jake. So
she's not the librarian. It's not.
No,
that girl.
God, no.
Oh, okay.
She's very little.
I'll Google her later.
Yeah.
I have I know that name.
There's a killer suplex.
Mr. Heater. Motor City Machine Guns for the win. Big Dog will take 1-2. A win.
Oh.
Edge appears on SD Friday. Who does he start a program with at SummerSlam? Karrion Kross. Oh my God, I totally forgot about him. Oh, poor guy. I really like him.
Enough
I know he's
said.
been. Yeah.
Absolutely
I really
enough
like him
said.
though, but.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
well.
There's also rumors that it could be Bray Wyatt showing up to pick a fight with Edge.
I'm over Edge. I'm gonna be completely honest. He's like one of my goats, him and Christian, but I just don't. I'm not feeling it anymore with him.
Yeah. I mean, he's on a bit of a victory lap, right? So
yeah,
we'll see how this goes. But Karrion Kross could use it. I don't think it's going to be Grayson Waller. I don't really know if I care if it's Grayson Waller. So that'll be very interesting.
Nick Aldis is a fucking beast.
He really is a jack.
Holy.
That's why, like, wow, like, how are you not part of the WWE system? Like, he just looks like a WWE wrestler.
Oh yeah, 100%. But he was there. He was there.
Cup of tea, yeah. A legit cup of tea. Speaking of cup of teas.
Yeah. Luna was AEW last night.
Your
last night was cup of tea or no? Yeah. A little bit.
Didn't you say you didn't love it?
No, I said I liked it.
No.
You said you didn't like it.
Well, I was optimistic because I felt like you and I were almost on the same page. So you didn't love it.
No, I liked it. It wasn't the best episode I've ever seen,
okay.
but I really liked the Kenny Omega and Yuta match, and I really liked the whole birthday party thing. But I mean, you know, the women's match, was it the women's match that was really bad?
Yeah, the women's match was clunky, not very good. I thought we didn't get a whole lot that was good. I mean, like the Adam Cole stuff was the best part of the whole show.
Yeah,
with MJF. That was the highlight of the show. Not really great.
For sure. And I think the Kenny Omega, the last match was really good as well. But overall, I mean, those are probably the highlights that made me think the show was better than it actually was.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't hate the show. I just like it felt like a very much like get through this.
Oh, the tiny Russian girl.
There you go, Money. Thank you.
Thanks, Money.
I'm like, how do I say like she's good at suplexing and she's small? Russian grappler. Yeah.
Tiny
yeah.
Got it.
If Edge reaches Jericho's status, kill me. No, but he doesn't have enough creative control. I mean, people were like, "Oh, did you see his entrance at Mania?" And I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, what?
Oh my God, I totally it all started coming back to me in waves because somebody asked if Edge's entrance outfit was one of the best of the year, and I was like, "Hello, is this thing on?" Because that was one of the weirdest fucking things I've ever seen. I thought Gangrel was coming back. He didn't come back. He came out in some weird bat Winnie the Pooh mask.
Right.
That was bedazzled. And it was fucking weird. Weird. That being said, I think I was just gonna say, I think Edge is genuinely a nice guy.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Chris Jericho is also Canadian though. And maybe he is a nice guy, but he's very egotistical. That comes across not nice.
So, scientifically, I can prove something here with my. Jericho went to Florida and became an asshole. I don't know what happened. Brock Lesnar, on the other hand, came to Saskatchewan and became a nice country-going boy.
That's true.
It's environmental effects.
It really is.
I'm just saying.
It really, really is. Oh my God. So where I work in the city is pretty calm, collected. We don't have bad clients really, once in a while. We had a crazy girl come in and she was screaming at my boss for no reason. Anyways, and we were like, what the fuck's wrong with this girl? Come to find out she was from Florida. And I was like, oh. So you're not from here. Got it.
Right.
Awesome. Anyway, there's a lot of nice Americans out there. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Sorry, Florida. Sorry, I'm just saying Jericho's down there acting like a knob, so I don't know what to tell you. Too much sun.
Wasn't
Gets
he
to ya.
technically born in New York as well? Wasn't he? Or
He
was he?
might have, because his dad was a ranger, but I think he was born in Winnipeg.
Oh, he was born here and then he moved there for a few years
Yeah.
for his dad to play and then he came back. Right. Yeah. So
What's causing all this? All this trouble? Who's causing all this trouble?
Aaron. Stop it. Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin better not lose. I swear to God. What do you think Bobby Lashley has been out for so long, saving him for Bray, or just letting him heal?
It's hard to say. Let him heal up. I also think it's like this. It's smart to have a bit of a rotating one. Oh, two. You know, Luna, I think it's kind of better at times where they kind of rotate wrestlers in and out. Charlotte goes away for a while. Bobby goes away for a while.
Yes.
Drew goes away for a while. Take your time. And then, heal up. Plus, people forget about you. Where, you have like the Miz's and the Dolph Zigglers of like, you again, motherfucker. Why?
Yeah,
Every
exactly.
week, Sheamus hasn't missed a show in fucking eons.
And I'm sick of his shit for sure. So, yeah, no, I think that's 100% true. Like, people are fickle, not even just wrestling fans, right? So when you get somebody shoved down your throat for so long, it's just like, I don't want to see you anymore. I want something shiny and new. And Chris Jericho, we've been seeing him for years, and now he's there every fucking week.
Yeah, and I think the problem has become with Jericho, and I know there's other people out there that disagrees with this, and every time I say it out loud, someone yells at me. I just feel like it's kind of like sometimes the vibe that Miz gets where, like, when you're always in this main event spot, and you keep getting pushed on us in that main event spot, but we know you really shouldn't be there. That's where we become disjointed as a fan base. Of like, why were you making us watch this again?
Not the Miz again. Come on.
Right? But Chris thinks he's wonderful, and everyone keeps telling him he is. So,
yeah.
Rush taking out both guys down at the side over the top. Pretty good main event here, Luna.
Yeah, it's really good. Rush is amazing. I really hope he doesn't leave. It's hard to have any faith in this little run that he's doing right now when
he is a little run. That faith in this little runt. Big elbow.
Oof. I don't keep up with TNA that much. How do you watch it? It's not on TV. It is 99 cents a month on their YouTube channel.
It's true. And that's where we watch it. You can get it on Access as well, but for 99 cents, it's cheaper, and you don't have to watch commercials. You just have to wait an extra 25 minutes. Learning to fly.
Ooh.
I'm gonna break into the Foo Fighters. What happened there?
I love that song. That is the best music video. I don't care what anybody says.
A wicked music video.
Dave Grohl just pretending to be everybody on the plane. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
And don't get me started. I'll go on a rant about how Dave Grohl is like one of the most influential music people in our generation completely.
I will agree with that.
Fucking adore that guy.
Oh, he's the best. Just even his interviews, he just seems like a A1 human. Yeah. Have you ever watched his video screaming fresh pots and drinking a bunch of coffee and hitting the drums? Fresh pots! Oh.
All this breaks up a late count. Are you excited for? Yeah, I can't wait for Jericho versus Commander. Who booked that? Who wrote that fucking down and said, I got it? Jericho versus Commander. This is why we get mad at Jericho.
I got a really good idea, guys. Oh my God. Swerve versus Nick Wayne?
Yes. Now, this is going to be good.
Yeah, that I'm really excited for.
Well, Swerve's outstanding, and they're gonna put a big shine on Nick, and Nick might actually win this, which I feel bad for Strickland because all this
No.
guy does is lose. And speaking of losing, Rush pin
Oh
Saban.
no! Don't.
Saban beat him on next week. That's him.
Yeah, that makes me happy. I think it would be a liability again. You know what? Like, to put the belt on this man, he's gonna leave soon. I'm
Right.
sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. It's just I have no confidence, sir.
Edge's main entrance was awesome in my opinion. All right.
It wasn't bad. I just got my own hopes up because I
Mm.
thought Gangrel was coming. A. B. His outfit was atrocious. It was
I just
bad.
I just didn't get it. Like it was like he did the same entrance he did when he returned. Like came up through the fire. We've already seen that, but this time they put a mirror on his head so he looked like a disco ball.
Yeah,
Why?
Disco Ball Winnie the Pooh Baskin. Look it up. Look up his mask again. Tell me that doesn't look like glitter Winnie the Pooh. Does Seth face Demon Finn at SummerSlam where Finn finally wins?
I don't think so.
No, me either. I think that's over.
Yeah, I think Finn wants it to be over, and I think that, I mean, the only way I think Finn that would fly is that if Finn did it, and as the demon beat the living hell out of Seth, but Seth pulls off the win to lose his belt to Damien.
I'm okay with this, actually. I was a little upset, obviously, at Money in the Bank because I wanted
Yes, you
Damien
were.
to win. So fucking upset. I went off on Damien a little bit on my TikTok, but I don't think it's him that I dislike. I think it's the Judgment Day. I just don't love
You
it.
don't like the Judgment Day?
No.
Oh.
No. I've never liked the Judgment Day. I think it's made up until this whole thing with Seth. I've liked that with Finn, but it's kind of made him look weak.
Yeah.
I don't love the mommy and Poppy thing between Dom and Rhea Ripley. It's like, why the fuck is this happening? Like, it's stupid. But I do like them too. And I would be okay. It's just like their whole like pretending to date thing. I don't know what's going on. And then Damian Priest just kind of feels like he's like the security guard. I don't feel like it's special. It's just, I don't know. I don't love it.
You know, no, see, I think Damien is coming to his own. I think he looks like a viable contender for the belt. I think that I like it. I really do. I think Tom's getting a ton of heat. I think Rhea Ripley's awesome and outstanding. Finn's been a bit hit and miss, but I think overall, I think they're going to continue to be in the spotlight.
Yeah, I hate it. That's all. But that's the thing is I do love them all separately. So I don't know. Maybe if they change some of the dynamic, maybe it's just the mommy and Poppy thing that's really bothering me. So it's like turning me off a little bit. Might just be that. Might be that.
LA Knight versus Theory could be a good feud. As good as one guy who wasted a Money in the Bank opportunity while the other one was a Money in the Bank favorite. Fair enough. I think verbally it'll be a good feud for sure.
Yeah, I really like Austin Theory. I hope he does great things if he when he loses. 9 out of 10 tonight, really?
From 2 people. Yeah, we will take a rating out of 10, folks. If you want to get it into the chat, let us know who you like tonight or what you like tonight. But yeah,
I'll give it a good 6.8. Feels right.
Okay, 6.8. Yeah, I'll just give it a 6. Yeah, no, that's too low. I'll give it a 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, I feel like it wasn't the best show, but it's got better than the last few weeks. You know?
So there was a lot of matches. I mean, a few decent matches. The main event was kind of fun, and I like I'm excited as hell for Slammiversary.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be a great fucking pay-per-view. And I love their pay-per-views because they're only like $15, guys. So buy it.
Right?
Support Impact.
Right, Jericho, the new JJ. Well, the problem is you still have the current JJ hanging around with the J, and
We
yeah,
definitely don't need two. You know, it's a lot of JJ. It's a lot of
yeah.
J's. It's
Wow, Leo Rush got the pin over Saban. Yep, there you go.
but I think that just means that Saban's gonna win. You know?
I got that vibe as well,
Yeah.
especially if Shelly's losing.
Yeah. Sorry, Shelly. You're not a very interesting champion.
Oh, 5, 7, 8.
8. Okay.
I'm excited. Impact's biggest pay-per-view of the year. Yes. 6 out of 10. They
No
torched
love.
PCO. Yeah, I feel like it's,
Doxing some points for that. Love it.
the main was a
Justice.
banger.
Yeah.
Banger of
that
the
was
week
really
category.
good.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm the reason you watch Impact.
There you go. She's converting one by one. She's going door
One
to
by
door.
one slide. Pretty much at this point.
7 out of 10. First time chilling for Impact. Well, Trevor, thank you for joining us. Thank you for chilling with us. Yeah, I mean, it was a good show overall. I mean, I don't hate anything that happened, and I think we got all the proponents of what we expect. Frankie and Eddie weren't a bad match. I just hate that it's still happening.
I know, and we're getting another one. Commander versus Jericho. Oh God, Jesus!
I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would Jericho? Like again, I think why does Jericho agree to that match? It doesn't suit him at all. Like it's like when he fought Bandito. Don't do it. You just look bad.
you don't have to be doing this.
Right? Yes, you can still do the moonsault sometimes, but you don't have to slow down a whole match to do one of those.
Tell your wrestling friends.
Right. I think NXT and Impact blow the doors off Dynamite this week. Yeah, I think NXT and I think Impact. I would neck and you see, I didn't have a whole lot I loved on Dynamite, so it's a tough one. Yeah, they're all in kind of the mix. Like I gave Dynamite like a 5 or a 6.
Was NXT good this week?
Yes, I enjoyed NXT. It was pretty good.
You know what? I might have to start watching Impact or NXT again. I've been
Their
hearing
ratings
nothing.
are starting to creep up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've done some good stuff, and I mean, they got some interesting characters, and like I said, I mean, like people are clicking on it quite a bit as far as like the Creed brothers storyline from last week. With that main event was really good. We don't know who's in behind the mask, so it'll be very interesting. I mean, it's getting better. The in-ring stuff is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna watch next week.
There you go.
I'm gonna do it. What was I gonna say? Oh, and also Finn Balor's gonna be on next week, allegedly.
Yes.
So I will be watching next week.
All right, and then Corbin looks like he's taking a regular role down there. He burnt all his previous gimmicks, and he's staying. So that will be interesting.
I love me some Happy Corbin.
Well, he burned
all
Corbin.
Of them.
He burned them all. We're getting a brand new Corbin.
Okay, well, I'll accept that one too. But
like I love them all. I'm like, he set them on fire.
Everything's just going up in flames.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But Dana's hanging around down there. They're putting a lot more WWE presence on that show. Agreed.
The beard and the beauty.
Question for the beard and the beauty. Beauty and the beard. I gotta put that on a t-shirt.
How? Please do. Oh my God. How you go so far out of Impact history? Best TNA tag team faction. I think we answered that. Was it you that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were saying Aces and Eights and Team Canada.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, you had the Millionaires Club. I mean, even Violent by Design. We've been here for a while. There's been a bunch of good ones. Yeah. LAX.
LAX is I really liked Team Canada because Eric Young was there and like we're Canadian and
Get him, Petey.
Jericho needs a vacation already.
Yes.
Like, go spend some time with your wife. What are you doing? She's over there storming the Capitol because you're That's
what I was about to say. She's busy. She's busy.
Jesus.
she's making plans.
Oh my God.
Too funny. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. And then on Fridays, he's on commentary.
He has
And
Fozzie, so you have to write music for Fozzie. No? Yes? I
probably
don't
not.
know.
He probably gets someone to do it.
He just bangs his head on the table,
Yeah.
drinks some beer, and then writes words down.
Listen, if he
Hopes for the
wrestled
best.
once, twice a month in like the second or third match of a show, and then you had an angle where a legend is building it to take on somebody at a pay-per-view, all for Jericho. I love Jericho. One of the reasons why I gave AEW a chance was Jericho. But
Me
this
too.
putting them in main event spots week in and week out and week in and week out when we could be getting super fucking outstanding young talent. And I know the diehard AEW fans don't want to hear this, but guys, I mean, realistically, you should feel the same way of like, oh, we love Jericho. You can love him, but he doesn't have to be in the fucking main event. And he doesn't have to
No.
fight guys like Commander ever.
No. And like I've said this before again, like he's in my top 5 of all time. I love Chris Jericho. I think he's always kept his character fresh, new. He's great on the mic, but like his time has passed a little bit. Do you know what I mean? We don't need him every week. It's getting a little embarrassing. His I don't even know if it's his ego that's coming across or he's having a midlife crisis, but it's just becoming very uncomfortable. Like I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm feeling not good.
Yeah, no, I agree. It is uncomfortable, and it's just that's where I started souring, was watching the match, and then like I would hear clips of his show or whatever, and he's just like, it was just so self-indulgent, and it was just like I can't. The unearned arrogance on this man is just mind-blowing. And yes, thank you, Steve. I meant the Main Event Mafia when I said the Millionaire Club. So thank you, Big Dog and Steve, for jumping on me. The only thing that made Fortune good was beer money. There you go.
Beer money. I love beer money.
Raven
Some
had
other losers. Jesus. Okay, fair.
All right. We're going to head towards the door, folks, because Mr. CJ will be live in about 10 minutes or 9 minutes now. He is going live. He's going to be playing some Fight Forever. Make sure you tune in. Give Mr. CJ Brand some love. Luna, any final thoughts on the show tonight?
No, I'm just super fucking excited for Slammiversary. Summer Slammiversary. I'm super excited. Chris Sabin better to win. It's fucking confusing. They're like right in the same month. And anyways, anywho. So yeah, just follow me on social media. Just I have fucking threads now too. So
Jesus, girl. But yeah, folks, make sure you go check out Luna. Go check out all our links below. Get yourself some swag. And on behalf of Beauty and the Beard, we will say see you on the flip side. Come back tomorrow. And I got to hit the button, don't I?
Bye-bye.